What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I hope you like this video. This is Love After Lockup, Season 4, Episode 9. So listen, next week is the finale. I feel like, it is only 10 episodes. It is 10 episodes, but I don't know. I just feel like this has been a short season. But they're probably going to wait a couple of weeks and come back with like Life After Lockup. And anyway, y'all know how they do. But neither here nor there. So we have Browen and Chaz. So they're hanging out in Seattle, and we get to meet her daughter, Arian. Now, Arian is 19. And what we find out is baby Arian is down to the script club, and she is scripting. Now, listen, I don't have no, I'm not shaming it. It is honest work. You down there, you are doing an honest job. If people wasn't in the club, it wouldn't be nowhere to go. So I'm not judging. What I am judging is you couldn't put a t-shirt on. She showed up in her, work clothes. Talking about somebody just got off work. Okay, but they got locker rooms. You could have put a t-shirt on. You didn't have to be in front of your new stepdaddy with your boobies hanging all out. But girl, whatever. I just felt like that made it uncomfortable for everybody that you was walking around the whole episode with your boobies hanging out. But okay. Neither here nor there. They're on their way to the salon, honey. They're getting their hair did. Now, I understand, you want to take care of your woman. But you ain't have to take care of your woman's child that you literally just met 5 minutes before y'all dropped off at the salon. Baby, he got back to that thing, and that total was $565. Now, listen, I don't know what the hell they got done. Now, I know when we go get our hair done, if you got a bill of $500 and something, that means you had a weave put in. That's a lot of damn money. Even if you divide that in half, that is $260 something per person. That is still a lot of money. I don't know what I know what they did. They got their hair dyed and styled and all that good stuff. But baby, that's a lot of damn money. Anyway, but while they were at the salon, she talked about the fact that she was just a little nervous about her daughter, at the, stripping. She said, it's all fun and games in the beginning because the money is good. The money is coming through. She said the most money she made in one day was $3,000. Baby, you can make $3,000, and that was one day. That didn't count the other 4 or 5 days that week that she worked. That's good money, and you can't be mad at it, right? And again, it's honest money. She said, but with the strip club also comes a lot of things. She said that's where she got caught up in drugs and other things which landed her in jail. And she said that's just not what she wants for her daughter. It's not the fact that she's stripping. It's the other things that come with it. And so then we had a moment between the two of them where they got really emotional because she was talking about how, she never really was there. She said in her daughter's life, out of the 19 years of her daughter's life, she said her daughter may have lived with her for a total of 6 months. She said she was always with, other family members, moving around from place to place, because me and her dad we was in and out of jail. And when we were out of jail, it wasn't a good environment. And, family didn't want her living with me like full time. And so she was, upset and crying and very apologetic. And her daughter told her, listen, it's okay. Like, I get it. It's okay. Then it was the conversation about her moving to Kentucky. And the daughter was like, listen, I understand you moving to Kentucky because I don't think that staying here is the best environment for you if you want to stay out of trouble. But I also am going to miss you because I ain't moving to Kentucky. So I get it and I understand why you're doing what you have to do. But again, that just means we're not going to be in each other's life again. So after they go to the salon, and again, it was $500 something, and you saw the look on Chaz's face like, oh shit, let me pick up the right card. They go out to eat. Now look, they look like they was at a diner. Everybody had burgers and fries. Okay, we was not at, the Chop House. We was not down at, the Capitol Grill, buying, $30 salads. Okay, we had, the whole bill might have been $50. Okay, plus tip. Baby, his car got declined. First of all, it is always embarrassing when your car gets declined, no matter what the reason why your car got declined. I tend to feel like, I don't feel like the man didn't have $40 on his card. You understand what I'm saying? What I feel like had happened was that either he had exceeded his limit for the day or he had a lot of holds on his card. So, work with me, people. And maybe I like Chaz, but work with me, people. I do not think Chaz didn't have the money. What I feel like is that's probably the same card that he got that hotel on. That's probably the same card that he using for that rental car. And there's a lot of hoes that come with stuff like that, right? Or maybe he just, maybe he just didn't carry the one and subtract the two, and he thought he had more money in his account than he did. But I think Chaz has money, not rich, but I don't think he, but it was embarrassing. And the daughter was like, "That's okay. I worked last night," and she whipped out cash and just paid the money, and was like, "It's not a big deal." But she was like, "Shit, now I'm starting to worry. Can he afford to take care of my mama?" I feel like you didn't give Chaz, and it might have been editing, but she didn't get a man a chance to pull out another card. I feel like he had other options. But for Chaz, I ain't see you insist either, bruh. Like, if that had been me, and I knew I had money on another card, or I had another way to pay, I'd have been like, put your money away. I got it. Let me pull out another card. I got it. But Chaz was fumbling and dumbling like, oh shit, I don't know what to do. My card got declined. And I don't know if that was just him being embarrassed or what. So that's them, child. That's them. So then we have, let's just go on and get Indy and Harry out the way. Baby, Indy is sitting in the floor playing with her daughter, minding her good business because her boyfriend / ain't shit dude is out somewhere with Terry doing whatever the hell he doing. Baby, it's a knock on the door, sound like the police. I said, they done put a warrant out for him. His PO done put a warrant out for Harry, and they are at the house to come and get him. Baby, no, it was her mama. It was Indy mama. Indy mama said, listen, I heard it in your voice, you my baby. Something ain't right. Tell me what's going on. So Indy lets her mama know. She tells her mama what's been going on. And she was like, so what you still doing here? I'm not understanding. Why are you still here? Why you ain't on your way home? Like, it is what it is. You came up here, it didn't work out, you made a mistake. Like, it ain't nothing to be embarrassed about. It ain't nothing, it is what it is. Girl, pack up your shit and let's go. She said, as a matter of fact, I need to talk to Harry while I'm here. Okay, go ahead and call him and tell him you need to talk to him and let him need to have a rendezvous. So she meets up with Harry, baby, and she reads him the riot act. She wants to know the who, the what, the when, the where, the how, why you ain't here for my daughter, why you ain't doing that for my daughter. If you wasn't going to be dedicated, if you wasn't ready for this, all you had to do was tell her, okay? Because she ain't had to come down here. She done came down here, she done brought her child, up here. She done brought her child up here, and all that wasn't necessary if you wasn't really ready for what she was trying to do, okay? That's all you had to say. And at the end of the day, for real, I feel sorry for my daughter, and I feel sorry for Terry, because you just ain't shit. I said, ooh. Now, what I found to be very interesting is Harry ain't have all that rah for Indy mama. Now, I understand he was probably trying to be respectful. But, baby, he wasn't giving up nothing. He was just like, you ain't going to let me talk. You ain't letting me talk. A conversation goes both ways. She was like, all right, we'll talk. Tell me what I need to know. What I don't know that I need to know. Baby, he couldn't say nothing. She said, you know what? I'm done with this conversation. She pulled up on the side of the road and told him get out. Called Indy and was like, I don't know where he is. I left him somewhere in Ohio. I said, well, damn. And honestly, I can't be mad about it, and I don't feel no kind of way about it because I know you know and we know that Harry ain't shit. I know you know and we know that Indy should have never took her ass up to Ohio with this man. And she said, you know what, you got locked up when you were 17 years old. You still 17 years old. Like, you still got the mentality of a 17-year-old. And that's it. That's it. So anyway, child, Indy, take your ass home. Go on, let your mama take you home and be what it's gonna be. Taylor and Chance. Baby, Taylor and Chance, the child, she done got out the hospital. She done got her antibiotics in her. Now, y'all left a couple of things under my comments explaining to me what it was. I heard everything from a dirty toy, to, them switching up positions without properly cleaning, and I'm just going to leave it at that, okay? Neither here nor there. I know that had to be an embarrassing thing to have to talk about on camera, but I wouldn't have talked about it on camera. I would have said, listen, I had a UTI. They can't ask to see my medical records. UTI. You think I would have sat there and explained to these people that moving on. So, baby, Bobby then came back home, right? Bobby has come back home, and Bobby said, listen, I let you run me away once. I let you run me up out of here once, but you won't run me up out of here again. So they apologized to Bobby. He apologized and said he was a little aggressive. And she told him, she said, listen, you trying to come in here and change things. Okay, we was working fine. We had a system. We knew what things were, where things went, how things moved. And you came up in here wanting to change up something, trying to be daddy of the year, and that ain't even how it's gonna work. But I'm gonna tell you what, you got me once, but you won't get me twice. I left the first time. I let you run me up out of here, but you won't run me up out of here again. We're gonna have to just stand toe to toe, bruh. So then he gonna tell Bobby, well, I bought a ring, and I'm gonna ask, Taylor to marry me. How you feel about that? How the hell y'all think Bobby feel about that? Child. Anyway, that's them, child. Let's talk about Lacey and Anton. Look, I'm sick of him. I'm sick of them. I'm sick of Lacey too, because Lacey, you 30 something years old, want this young boy who really ain't shit, ain't about shit, ain't trying to be shit. Let's just call a spade a spade. She meeting up with her sister, and he meeting them at the little restaurant. He walks in there with a face tattoo. First of all, I'm not going to go down that road. I'm going to leave that there. He walks in there with a face tattoo. She was like, we have literally had multiple conversations about him not getting another face tattoo. It's hard to get a job. A lot of that, yada, 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 yada. He knew how much I hated face tattoos, and he went out and he did it anyway. I see both sides of the coin, but at the end of the day, he talking about something, he want another one on his face. Listen, there's a thin line between me doing what I want to do and respecting what my partner wants for me. It's still his body, his choice, whatever, child, whatever. So, they meet up with the sister, with Lacey's sister. And Lacey's sister starts, coming at him. Well, what are you trying to do? I don't think you appreciate my sister. I don't think you appreciate what she's doing. And you better not dog her out. You better not dog her over. I'm going to come and get you. And again, I wasn't mad at anything she was saying. It was just the aggressive tone. Like, you barely said, hey, how you doing? You barely gave him so how's life? You straight just went up into you better not do my sister wrong. I got you. I'm going to come and get you. I'm going to get for you. What you going to do for her? Do you appreciate what she does for her? What she does for you? Life is different out here. Like, she ain't going to be taking care of you. She ain't going to be, when you going to get a job? I was like, damn. And of course, he was feeling attacked. He was like, I feel real attacked right now. I would have felt attacked too. Again, none of what she was saying was wrong. It was just the way and how aggressive she came at it. I don't know. So then we see him with his mama. Child, his mama got stage 4 cirrhosis. Like, she one step away from cancer. She got to get on the donor list for a kidney, but she got to be sober for 6 months and then still be sober after that. And he was like, listen, my mama ain't going to stop drinking that long. Like, so it's not just that your mother drinks and she has, like, they made it seem like this is something new. You don't get no stage 4 cirrhosis from it being a new thing. Your mama been a damn alcoholic. And he even told her, he said, listen, you can't get drunk and then cuss Lacey out, because then that's going to come back on me, and that's going to make life harder for all of us. And, I'm trying to get everybody to a space where we can all be good, be comfortable, and be around each other. But you can't just be getting mad and then cussing her out. And she was like, I know. I mean, I'll do better, but, I mean, I'm just saying how I feel. Okay, you can say how you feel, but you messing up my situation. Like, you and Lacey used to be friends. I'm going to need y'all to figure that out. But basically, he gonna end up, he probably back in jail already, child. He ain't trying to do nothing. So, then we have, was it Ray Dean and Rick? Child. They hanging out together. He taking her shopping, spending up all his damn money that he don't have. They get back to the house, and he's still mad about her having this whole other girlfriend / wife. And he asking questions, when every time the phone rings, he want to know if it's her. Where is she and what is it? And of course, it's irritating Ray Dean. Ray Dean was like, listen, live in the moment. Like, I'm here with you right now. Stop bringing her up. Stop making this about her. It's me, it's you right now. I already told you what the situation is. Either you're going to deal with it or you're not. So then he said something about, well, at least I got you for 4 years, because that's how long old girl in jail. She was like, if you around in 4 years, I said, oh. So then the phone rang, and it was her daddy, but he thought it was the girl in jail, and he said something about, is that your prison bitch or something like that, and she was like, what? Don't you dare disrespect her. You will not disrespect her. How you gonna call her something like that? Why would you say that about her? That is disrespectful. Now she ain't wrong. That was pretty disrespectful. That was pretty disrespectful. So she goes off and she mad, and she ends up having a conversation with the roommate, and the roommate told her point blank. The roommate was like, listen, he acts like that. He's insecure because you don't show him the level of affection that he shows you. At the end of the day, it's very evident that you don't feel about him the way he feels about you. And she was like, well, it's just not that easy. When it's face to face, it's just not that easy. She was like, you ain't have no problem with it when he was paying and taking care of your bills for the last 2 years. She said, at the end of the day, if you don't feel for him the way he feels for you, or you don't want him the way he wants you, then let it go. Let it go. Let him go. Leave it there. But as long as you keep acting like, as long as you stringing him along, and that's not cool. So, baby, she gonna tell her, listen, I don't want to talk to you anymore because I'm really sick of this. She was like, I don't give a damn. I don't want to talk to you no more either. I said, oh. So then she ends up leaving. She don't say bye to Rick. She don't say nothing. She just gets in her car and leaves, honey. Rick, you should have cut your losses in the second episode when you realized she had a whole nother girlfriend she didn't tell you about. And she set a whole place at dinner so the baby could, so the girlfriend / wife could FaceTime through Thanksgiving dinner. Even set that girl a plate. Who makes a plate for somebody on FaceTime? Boy, bye. Child, last but not least, we got Martell and what's that girl name? Child, Dummy. We're just gonna call her Dummy. Kayla, I think. So we left off with her driving off last week after she got mad that he wanted to go get a haircut and go to the strip club and get drunk. His first day out of the halfway house without talking to her about it. Now let's be clear. I understand why she was upset. I understand why she felt the way she felt, and I feel like she was somewhat justified in it. But here go my problem. Once you pulled off, girl, why you come back? She came back 30 minutes later to pick him up after he got the haircut, and then moved over so he could drive. I wish I would. I wish I would. First of all, I wouldn't have came back and got your ass. Let's start there. Second of all, if I did come back and get you, you ain't driving shit up in here. I am in control, because in that way you're going where I want you to go. If this argument is about you not wanting to spend time with me, I'm driving because you're going to go where I want you to go. Now, if you want to leave when we get there, that's fine. If you want Uber your happy ass somewhere else once we get to wherever I want to go, do you, boo. But we going where I want to go because it's my car. So they end up having an argument, and she is yelling at him, talking about, I do everything for you. I'm the one that's working all these jobs. I'm paying all the bills. It's my pay the car note, blah, 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 which is why you should have been driving, because you paid the car note. And he was like, I don't want to hear all this. I ain't trying to hear all of this. Why you doing all of this? Like, he is really over it. He is really unconcerned. He is really unbothered. He is like, why are you doing this? Why are we doing this? I don't understand. Why we talking? What's going on with this? What's the conversation about? So she ends up spending the night at at a hotel, because she was like, I just needed some time away. I needed some space. And now that he's he's released to my apartment, he can't leave. I gotta leave. So she goes and she comes back, and he is over. Like, he was like, I wasn't worried about where she went last night. That was probably the best thing for her to do, was go somewhere else last night. He didn't call her all night. He didn't text her all night. He didn't care nothing about where she was or what she was doing. She comes back. Now, he got some Gucci sneakers on and this Gucci sweater. I feel like the Gucci sweater was Uchi. Now, I ain't sure about the sneakers, but I'm just saying, will all these people be getting out of jail and be having money to just go to the swap meet and get all this stuff? Harry got a Louis Vuitton belt. You know, I'm just like, what we doing here? Who doing all of that? Anyway, so she was like, you know, I can be grown and I can apologize for my part. You know, I feel like I get loud and I feel like I start, getting aggressive with my talking and everything because I feel like you just don't respect what I'm doing. I feel disrespected. And he was like, I mean, I understand what you're saying, but you know, I don't do all that disrespect. So it's okay for you to disrespect her, but she can't disrespect you. That's the conversation we're having now. So she apologized. He still ain't apologized. And then she gonna say the same thing this time that she said the last time. Well, I mean, if he don't apologize, you know, I understand why he didn't apologize. You know, getting an apology from him is so hard, but we just gonna move forward and have some makeup sex. Girl. Young and dumb. Alright, I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.